Welcome back to MyView TV, the people's platform, the home of undiluted news, reviews, updates, and your daily dose of entertainment. Don't forget to hit the notification bell, leave us a comment, like, share, and subscribe.
I don't bring nobody forward in here to cheer for me. Everything what you see up my natural talent. Let me tell you something. You see, when you know what to please the audience with, it's simple, me.
Wagwan people, hope everybody doing okay, hope everybody doing alright. May your day be surrounded with God's beauty. May you experience His grace, favor, and love today like never before. May your heart be filled with overfull joy. Have a blessed weekend, each and every one. Well, and the people are writing a mobile me there. Yes, writing a mobile me. The people are like, one holy for nice. And I say, wagwan per wagwan. They must say, you know, Sister Fitzgerald finally get one right. Me say, what you talk about? You know, see them charge Shabdon. Me say, lie not tell. Me say, people no top tell lie. So people, here wagwan per wagwan until Shabdon go in front of the Chief Justice. I know I'm a Lego artist already. Him just Lego people left, right, and center. Shabdon charged with 3 counts of murder. Dancehall producer Shabdon has been charged with murder in connection to the triple killing in Rosehill, St. James last month. Shabdon, given name Linval Thompson Jr., has been charged with 3 counts of murder by the Major Investigation Division after he was positively identified. Yes, people. The same criminal when them say my fight against, them same one got the point him out. But anyway, Shabdon was questioned in the presence of his attorney. He was arrested on June 3rd by members of the Joint Anti-Gang Task Force while traveling along the North-South Highway in St. Catherine. Shabdon was named as a person of interest in the murder of 27-year-old Chadwell Ferter, 24-year-old Shamaria Calvin, and Tony and Reed. So for the people that would up on the platform and you and don't know exactly what happened, let me tell you what go on now. Reporters that on May 25th, the 3 were among 5 persons shot during a drive-by on Mall Road in Rosehill. All 5 were reportedly at a birthday party for a known criminal. Yes, people, a known criminal birthday party. Head of the police in Area 1 said the major gang conflict between the 2 gangs has been driving the recent spike in murder in St. James. Sources indicate that the gun conflict is between the unknown and the G-City gang. I wonder like a gang too. You understand? 3 persons are war against each other. Don't that, you know? Yes, 3 of them are war against each other. Nobody feel like that too. One man say not take no talk from nobody. And he just kill both sides. But enough people don't know say that one per one. Anyway, meanwhile, police sources has indicated that Shabdon was captured just hours before he was due to illegally depart Jamaica. Oh lad, are your friend them tell the police them say you live? Yes. The same set of friend them Shabdon had them same one. It is understood that arrangements were placed that the producer flee to a small island before eventually making his way into the United States. But well on, him could go back to US. Him could come back to US, me just ask. What do you hear? Anybody can go US these days. You understand? You can cross the river, you can do this, you can do that. Anyway you want to reach over there, you can reach. Sources indicate that several items, including forged documents, were seized when Shabdon was taken into custody. Work date for the producer is being finalized. At this rate, anybody will take them chance when they reach a court. Once them know, say they're going to face the Chief Justice. You understand? Because that the brother there, him just let go people left, right, and center. But all of that so stop. All of that so stop. I'm so make you know why me said so stop. You understand? Me have a little thing I'm going to listen to soon and very soon. But we just finish up something else and then we go to that. Earlier today, I say anybody know the gunman in Manchester? Just forward and come tell me in name. And look how easy this was, people. So me like when the people them cooperate, you know. He has been identified as 29-year-old Christopher Campbell, who lives in St. Elizabeth. Yes, the boy with the bar owner killed. A same name. Yeah, man, I remember me showing him picture already. So comes we get him name. Somebody else link, I say my view. Me know him, you know. I'm a schoolmate. You understand? Them boy never want a girl in the maga school. I was thief. Him named Christopher Campbell. And him age 29. So people, soon you get it there. Yes, me tell you exactly what I want. Well on, every single day I have to come and tell us to take on the time on the road. Every single day. When I look up his accident go on right out of you round about this people. And you want to see him up on the ground. You want to see him. All his foot cut off, you know. Me see all his foot cut off. Look on the picture before you start drinking the sack the soap. You understand? Because you can't bring up all side of the just put down, you know. It don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. And speaking of bail, I tell them not forget no bail. Them not forget no bail. You understand? No matter of fact, them have to reach around there. If you give them name and bail in the same sentence. 1 box shall do. You understand? 1 box. As some say, 1 coffin. Put them in a one coffin. Nobody waste time about you carry them around there for them see if them can get bail. No. All of them when them go around there and then get a little bail and then come out. And the same thing them are going to do. And sometime worse. So they can't take. Me never want to know about that. You understand? So here we are going now in regards to this bail.
I should like to advise the Honorable House that a new bail act is coming. I wanted to table it today, but we are revising the wordings of some clauses. I will not say much more at this stage, Madam Speaker, except, and I want you to hear me well. I want you to hear me. I want everybody to hear me well. Madam Speaker, if you're on murder charge, you cannot be at large. If you're on gun charge, you cannot be at large. The bail act will come shortly. And of much more significance for me, Madam Speaker, our final court in the same Chandler case reminded that the separation of powers also works to prevent judges from arrogating to themselves powers vested in another branch of government. You know, sometimes we think about it as the parliament or the executive intruding on the legislature, but a poignant reminder that it also appears to the judicial branch.
Is it the proposal to attempt to take that discretion away from judges?
Oh, absolutely not.
Okay.
Absolutely not. Not at all. The act will strike a proper balance. It provides for a number of things, including the criteria that should guide the judge's discretion. Some of them are already set out in the existing law. We are adding new ones having regard to the peculiarity of the Jamaican society, because laws are never passed in a vacuum. May I just say to you again that wait and see.
We can't argue this in a vacuum. We need to look at the empirical data and come to some rational response. And in fact, in the absence of all of that, it is in fact a knee-jerk reaction, with the greatest of respect to the Honourable Minister. It's a knee-jerk reaction because yes, it is that the crime situation is out of control. Yes, it is that the murder rates are alarmingly high for a country our size. But we can't then look at it and say, oh, well, the solution or part of the solution is to revisit this issue concerning the discretion of the judges in granting bail. That is not where the problem is. We need to recognize that. I would issue a strong word of caution, because it seems to me that what was attributed to the Honourable Minister by way of report is a bit incongruous with what is being said now in terms of the interview that was just done. But there must be caution. And part of the problem that I have, and part of the problem that I think that many Jamaicans have, is that we tend to want to treat the symptoms and not the cause of this crime monster. We have not yet examined how it is that cases are disposed of and why in the way of acquittals. We haven't come to terms with that.
There need not be any. The judges are qualified to listen to bail applications, to apply the law, deny or grant bail based on what is presented to them. This is an affront to the judiciary, because what is being hinted is that the judges are reckless in granting bail. That's exactly what is happening. And the separation of powers shows us that we should not have any other arm of the state criticizing the judiciary or making those innuendos. The Constitution seems to be blind to the offense. It looks at the entitlement to bail. It does not make exceptions. And therefore, I don't think that you can use a particular offense and say that it will go into one cubbyhole and the others will go into another cubbyhole. The minister seemed to have resorted to poetic license yesterday, because the retreat in your interview is totally opposite to what she said yesterday. If you are in charge, you can't be at large. And I think that the statement was an affront to the judiciary, because the minister was suggesting that if you are offered bail for having been charged for murder, you're at large. Someone is at large when they have escaped or when they are a criminal. And therefore, the presumption of innocence wasn't foremost in the minister's mind when she rhymed the charge with at large.
That there's no real need for changes to bail to take away the judge's discretion currently. What is needed is for use of technology, one, and for utilization of preparation, in fact, from the state for these bail applications, because in many cases, bail applications cannot be heard. A person gets bail based on the fact that the police and the state is ill prepared to present cogent reasons to judges why bail should not be granted.